Hello, everyone. Welcome to the lesson called Quick Ways to Find Connections Within Global Literature, done by Connecting All Through Literature. Within this video, we'll be showing you two prominent ways to analyze literature, which will help you with comparative literature and further studies. So you might be wondering, why does finding connections matter? Well, finding connections helps to promote critical thinking through challenging you to find similarities and differences within various styles of writing. It promotes unification through finding unexpected similarities, and it aids the learning experience because through finding connections within diverse literature and topics, you are able to have a more engaging and powerful learning experience. The first topic that we're going to go over is themes. So, what are themes in literature? Themes are the idea or message that an author is trying to express towards the audience and is trying to move along. So, this is also known as the moral of the story. Some of the common themes in literature would be friendship, love, power, identity, and good versus evil. So, let's look at some examples. In the love story of Romeo and Juliet, multiple themes are present. The most profound theme, of course, would be love. However, there are also other subtle themes that are also within the diction and are also in the story, such as loyalty, family, and power, to name a few. By finding not only the main theme, but other themes as well, it is easier to form connections and compare themes within different pieces of literature. And it is really important here because you can compare how the authors approach a similar theme in various ways and how the characters are each uniquely impacted by not only the author's choices but also the plot and theme of the story itself. The second example that we're going to look at today is characterization. So, what is characterization? Basically, characterization is the author's way of teaching the audience who a character is. Who are the characters? There are two main forms of characterization, and we will go over both of them. So, the first, and this is more common in children's literature and simpler novels, it's direct characterization, and this is where the author is directly telling the audience who the character is. And this could be a definition of traits such as their hair color, height, freckles, and simple personality traits as well. And then indirect characterization is where the author utilizes the actions and the language of the character to teach the audience about the character's personality and who they are. So that might sound a little bit complicated, so let's look at some examples to materialize this concept. So indirect characterization. The first example, let's use this Harry Potter one. So, indirect characterization. Harry determined the spell without struggle. So, this sentence, it shows who Harry is. He's talented. However, it does not directly say that. It requires the readers to infer that. So, now let's look at the direct characterization for Harry. Harry was a talented wizard. So, the direct characterization is a lot simpler in this sentence, and it just directly tells you, which is how you remember the difference between direct and indirect. We can look at another example. Indirect would be Princess Jasmine gave bread to each hungry citizen she saw in her nation's streets. So from this, readers would infer she's kind, she's generous, she's outgoing, but it is not directly stated by the author. The author is having the audience infer this from, in this example, her actions. And then the direct characterization form of this would just be Princess Jasmine was generous. Just the author directly telling the audience who the character is. So these were the first two examples of ways to analyze literature. It was theme and characterization in this video, And we hope that you were able to learn something and have a great rest of your day.